Paul, thanks. And since you mentioned visibility, let's go ahead and take you to our total traffic 3 maps. This is the Spillway Road west at Levee Road. I would not want to be out driving in that area right now. As you can see, it is pretty foggy out there, and combine that with all the snow that's falling. Pretty dangerous situation. Again, we keep telling people to stay at home if you don't have to be out.
And Katina, I'm just surprised at how many cars you showed us right there.
Absolutely, it was a lot. Now we want to take you to US 51 South at Jackson Street. As you can see, Wendy, a lot of buildup here on the sides of the road.
This is the road I actually traveled on a bit to get to work this morning. It didn't quite look like that, but yet it was still quite a frightening drive for me. We're just not used to these conditions. Wow, look at that.
This is I-220 South at Watkins. Only one vehicle out right now, which is probably wise. We'd like to see these cameras with no people on the roads at all, but you can just tell how much the snow has accumulated.
Now, this is actually the scene, what you're showing now. This is the scene where we had an early morning accident this morning. A car slid off the road, so that's a dangerous spot, obviously.
Well, the camera isn't working there at Woodrow Wilson, but we're going to try to give you another view here. Let's see. Let's go I-220 South at Robinson Road. Looks much the same. Looks like a big rig is out there, right?
Oh, wow, yeah. Looks like a bigger vehicle.
And let's check Lakeland Drive and see what we have going on. It looks really slushy out there, doesn't it?
Yeah, and that's a concern. You know, as some of the snow melts, we're hearing about the river flood warnings, and also, as Eric mentioned, as the stuff starts to melt and the temperatures go below freezing again tonight, we could possibly have really terrible driving conditions tomorrow if all this turns to ice. So definitely keeping an eye on that. That just does not look like anything anybody should want to get out and drive on right now.
That's right. And you mentioned snow, you mentioned ice, and so it's cold, right? So we want to give you some tips, and to stay warm.
Hospital point of view, we still have the dense snow that's falling very rapidly right now. Miss Kelly's Furniture holding true to form.
An update.
Okay, now we're going to turn out to Bert Case. He is live at the State Fairgrounds and joins us now with another update. Hey, Bert.
This is the magnificent City Hall in downtown Jackson, built with slave labor, resplendent with snow all the way around it. Something you don't see in Mississippi but about once every 20 years. Snow that's about 3 inches deep, I would estimate. The snow is starting to subside. It's gotten down to nothing more than snow showers in downtown Jackson, which looks strangely empty with all the offices closed down. The streets are covered with slush, but you can maneuver through the streets with no problem whatsoever. You can stop without sliding on the streets as long as you aren't on a bridge or an overpass. It's no problem to drive. We're seeing it start to melt already. We're seeing big chunks of snow fall off of trees and power lines as the temperature gets warmer. And it's just a very fine snow mist now. Bert Case reporting live from downtown Jackson.
All right, so our Bert Case has moved from the State Fairgrounds, and he's now in downtown Jackson. We appreciate his updates.